Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm doing well today. My name is Jennifer. This is Customer Insight 21, and here we talk about everything. And what we are going to be doing now is getting some uplifting messages from, look here. A message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. 37. What is it that we're needing to know? Freya and Elska L33. The answer to the question, what is my task, can only be found on the battlefield of life. Only the courageous will discover it. And Confucius and Exinfu 42. You have come a long way along the path of mastery. Learn now from your own soul, where the light of ancient knowledge shines. You are now ready to receive everything. I'm going to tell you the message that I got earlier, and things seem to be panning out to fit that right now. And that is, there's a separation going on. The tree of wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. Ooby dooby doo. Let's put that right there in the middle. And this one has a number 24 attached to it. We're going to leave those right there. Look at them pretty colors right there. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. Anyway. I should have, but... No, you don't get to find out what the wish is just yet. We're going to find out what the message is that you're needing to know about this wish coming in. So what are we checking? What do we need to know? Stars. Star seeds. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Give me 2 more, please. Thank you. We have jump in, Andromedian energy, adventure, say yes to change. And big picture thinking. Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So what is going on here is that as you're growing, you're separating yourself from a lot of BS and replacing that BS with information that makes you feel good inside, which is calling in these wishes for you. You're going from being a chaser to being sustained and allowing. And in that allowing, you're finding the peace that you've been looking for. And you're finding new ways to entertain yourself that you can't share with other people. You can talk about it, but um, it's almost like you've been washed, like the star bathing. You've been put through a cleansing, so to speak, to get you ready for the stage that you're in now, which is gathering information in a way that you are able to provide something new to the people. It's not a repeat message. It's not like I'm using these tools, but these messages are different than the messages that you're getting from maybe other places. And many of you are going to be steering off and doing things that are absolutely brand new. And that's what you've been getting ready for. A lot of the stuff that you're going to be doing, you're going to be walking by yourself and sharing with few people. And what you share with people, they're not going to, you're like going into a special group of people that you make a lot of influences, but people aren't really going to know what you do in it. And that way you have your peace and your exchange of energy at the same time. Your influence is impacting the entire universe. If I'm talking to you, yes, that means you. If you're listening to this video, then yes, this means you. If you've been feeling really funky lately, kind of like getting hit with tingles, like when you're seeing a lot of colors, when you drink stuff, it flows through your system a little different than usual. Your body is shifting into a vibration that can accept spirits that a lot of people aren't able to, which means that you have to keep those people quiet and act like you don't know them. And with that comes the gifts that can change the world in bigger waves. You're just not allowed to attach your name to it. We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Pleiadians, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? The thing with the path that you're on is that you've been told most of your life that you have to focus on one goal. And you have many goals. You don't just have two. You have a lot of goals. You're a channel, so you help people, but you also are teaching people how to channel for themselves, how to take care of themselves. So not only are you breaking the barriers of vibrational differences, you are teaching people how to correctly take care of themselves so they one day can channel some of these same enrichments. They're probably not going to channel the same energies that you channel. They'll channel something different, but it'll be on the same level. Uh, Student and teacher at the same time. Don't forget to take time for yourself. That is so important, because if you don't have the energy to take care of you, or you don't give other people the opportunity to help you with your stuff, you're not going to have as much time and space to help people with their stuff. And you are the only one who can help certain people get to where they need to be going when it comes to their mind, body, and soul, when it comes to their spirit messages. The universe specifically chose you to be the one to provide for them. So you want to make sure you start working on being a better person for yourself, so that you can be a better person for the position that you requested. Alright, give me some more information on that. What law are you bringing in? What law are we working with? What universal? We were talking about the universe. So what universal law are we working with? The law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. Create your heaven on earth. If you don't take the time to do it, nobody else is going to take the time to help you get to it. You have to put the work in. You have to remember that we're all built to succeed. You're no different. Alright, what is it you need to get rid of? Look here. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. That is an absolute. If they're not rooting for you in private, then don't worry about what they're doing for you in public. Alright? You heard what I said. Alright. Now what is it that you can put in your brain to help you with this? Number 28. I use my emotions to fuel my path. Know when to roll and when to be still. That is so important. That is so important. Know that in your world, you're always the star of the show. No matter what anybody else says, no matter what anybody else thinks, you're the star of the show in your world. And if you happen to get a moment in somebody else's, that's a blessing. That's not a requirement. Alright? Ooh, Lord, listen. I need you to be strong in these moments right now, because you're coming into gifts that nobody knows anything about. You are providing a first-time experience for yourself and for the people around you. And it is necessary that you keep that in your mind and learn from our ancestors that it's a gift, it's a blessing, and it's something to be encouraged, not repressed or denied. Um, if you have to go off and be on your own, I want to explain something to you that isn't talked about very often. But now's the time for it to be known. I often wondered, before YouTube ever came about, I had these thoughts and stuff that came in my head, and I wasn't sure about them. And I got laughed at by a lot of people, and they called me all kinds of names, but it is what it is, and now information is popping up that provides me with the confirmation that I was correct. Jesus didn't die on the cross and just like roof up in the air. Jesus took off into another part of the country, way far away from his family and everything and everybody that he knew, and started learning different stuff. Still able to provide for the people while still on the earth, but in this form, he did it without people knowing that it was him. A lot of you are going to be switching from being known to being unknown. Some of you that are unknown are going to be known. Some of you are going to take the middle route, put your stuff out there, and it's going to be influential, but people aren't really going to know who you are. It doesn't mean that anyone is any more important than the other one. It just means that your energy needs to be provided to the people and the universe a certain way in order for it to be accepted the way it needs to be, so that you're providing your purpose. Because in many of your cases, your energy could be the one thing that shifts the environment that you're sitting in. But if people don't take it correctly, it can cause some backlash, delays, and outcasts that are unnecessary. When you take your time to work on yourself, always keep yourself in prayer and open to channeling messages from outside of the norm. You're not looking for your messages that are clear as day. You're being sent messages that you have to take the time to decipher. You have to take the time to find out who you are deeper inside. So your messages are going to be consumed with what the fuck is that? And I don't understand what you're talking about. And what does that mean? I'm telling you, get your asses some Perplexity. You don't have to pay the $20 a month. It's free. The $20 a month gives you access to four more different search engines. And Gemini has something out now. I haven't tried it out, but it looks like it's kind of like a mixture of Perplexity and Alexa. I haven't tried it out. I use Perplexity. And listen, that thing doesn't have everything, but it has most everything. Especially if you get the $20 a month thing. It'll give you pictures and videos to go with whatever it is that you're asking. If you have a question, you put it on there, what your question is, and it comes back with all kinds of referenced material. Like, it doesn't just give you adaptation. It gives you referenced material and the adaptation, and you can get the short version or the long version, and you can add to that information. You can turn that information into a little newsletter and make it public for other people to see. It's incredible, dude. It is incredible. And that is one tool that you're going to be using. That is a newer tool to find information that isn't already in a YouTube video, to figure out the information that you're being given right now that, again, isn't in a YouTube video. You don't have somebody to go to get, you're having to go to different places, put that information together, and then come up with what it is you're supposed to be saying, what you're supposed to be doing, or what message you're supposed to be giving to somebody else for them to be doing these things. This is kind of what you are wanting, and the more you dive into this, the more opportunity you're going to have for some wishes to come true that you didn't know you wanted. You didn't know you wanted. That are going to go along with some wishes that you've been waiting a long time for. Maybe some wishes that have been coming in pieces. You'll be getting the full story as you grow. The reason they're coming in pieces is because they're part of these new gifts that you've got coming in. You've been working on. We've all been working on a bunch of new gifts. But we're in for a nice show coming in. I'm going to get a little playful. You're like, what's the wish? What's the wish? What's the wish? Okay. I'm going to give you a hint, and then I'm going to get your wish. Celebration, energy rising. Alright. So, this is the new Ancient Stones deck. And this is going to ground this reading in to give you a little bit of where you need to take yourself energetically, mindfully, when capturing the information that you're going to be getting downloaded probably while you're sleeping or doing your everyday work. This information, you're going to be the only one that sees it. So again, you're not going to be able to ask anybody questions. You're going to have to go and get your symbols and your signs and look up what does that word mean. What is, like, you're gonna be getting information you've never heard of before, and that is progress. Not forgotten. Message from Spirit. Unbroken connection. You are receiving. Okay. Listen. You have about a half a dozen or more spiritual gifts. Let me put this card up here. That I'm gonna read out of that book. This is a brand new deck. So I'm going to read out of that book. But what I just got is that some of you knew that there's things that you can do, but you haven't been able to do them, and you're like, am I broken? Have I been forgotten? Why am I not tapped in? Because I know that I'm supposed to be able to do these certain things, but for some reason it's not working correctly. It's not that it's not working correctly at all. That's not that's not what's happening. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because the this card right here says it all. So I'm just gonna give you the stones are among the longest lasting materials on this planet. So it's no wonder that for millennia we've used them to honor the memory of departed loved ones. From marking their burial place with a gravestone to placing pebbles as an act of remembrance. The grief that follows the death is like no other. We're hurtled into the truth that we, like all of life, are impermanent and that our time here is but a breath in the lifespan of an ancient stone. When you receive this card, it could be a sign of your bond to a loved one who's passed, an unbroken connection that lasts beyond just this lifetime. Do you long to communicate with a loved one who's died? This card is a sign that you can continue to do so now. Speak to them throughout your day and be open to receiving messages from them. They may be subtle, but if you stay open, you may be surprised. If there's a particular person you've been longing to connect with, receiving this card is a way of them acknowledging your request. If this is new to you, consider ways you can nurture your connection with them. Perhaps put some time aside to light a candle and commune with them. Or ask them to send you a sign and be specific about what that sign will be. Be open to this connection, growing over time. Soul inquiry. Is there a loved one who's passed who you long to connect with? Take this card as a sign of your love and connection to them. Many of you are opening up to mediumship, which is a form of channeling. And you know you can see and talk to dead people, and that includes your relatives. And that you're supposed to be getting information from these people as if they're sitting right there with you at the table. Like, it's not just like through cards or through YouTube messages or buying a reading from somebody. Like, there's angels and other beings that come to you that nobody else can see. This isn't a new story. But the people that are going to be channeling through you are new in providing information that nobody else knows. It's almost like you were told this as a child through spirit, and you've been waiting for it, and you're wondering why you haven't, and that you were getting ready for it. What you're coming across is not. They want to make sure that when you present their energy to the world, it's done so completely peaceful. It's very important. So if you're having attitude adjustment problems, or if you're down and out and you don't feel good about yourself right now, those are things that you need to be working on. In the realm of the ancestors, right here is where they're wanting to be. This is the ticket that everybody wants, is an opportunity to live on Earth. Okay? And we have that. With each different kind of spirit bringing things to life, they need a human to help them do it. If they've chosen you to do this, please take heed in this, because that's special. Like somebody being chosen to sing a certain song. It's just as special to get a spirit gift to help the world with. No matter if people know who you are or people only heard of what you've done. Oh. Now, we're going to end this reading out with a what is your wish coming? You're like, I want to know. Okay, well, let's find out. Oh, God, what your wish is. Let's find out what your wish is. What your wish? What your wish is. There might be 3 wishes coming. Dragonfly, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So you're going to be working with 3 spirits. And luck, 19. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. And more. Unicorn, 33. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. Wah, bah, 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 bah. Didn't we mention Jesus earlier? And how he went off and did his own thing. So we got 33 over here. Look here, we've got your multiple different versions. You're not just one version. That's another thing that we will be discussing. Look here. The wish card came through again. At a later date. Now's not the time. Look here. Alright. I do hope that this reading has helped you. If you're feeling a little bit lost and separated from people, that's because you're joining a new crew that has nothing to do with the 3D. And so in order for you to be open to what they're wanting for you, it's going to take you spending less time with the people and more time with spirit. Don't be afraid. Pretty soon, there'll be other people that can join you. But right now, once you get into this certain, you're not going to really want a whole lot of people around you during this time anyway. First of all, when you learn a new gift, the more people that are around you, the harder it is for that gift to pop out and let you know that it's ready for you to take hold. So, take the time to do what it is that you do to give back to the world, whether it be reading, writing, or arithmetic. But spend most of your time with spirit, and you will find that your world is going to grow. I'm hearing exponentially. And I don't use big words a lot, so alright, let's give thanks before we part ways. Thanks. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Robert Brault. And give thanks to the Lord Almighty, for the Lord is good, His love endures forever. Jeremiah 33:11. There's the 33 again. And 11. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Boy, that sounded something pepper and Jesus. Yeah, let's mix that. Listen. I hope this reading has assisted you in some way. Until next time, I send you love, light, life, kisses, and blessings.